Remember that story from a couple years ago about a guy who put 1,000,000 miles on his 2007 Toyota Tundra? I sure do. It made all the headlines, it was in press releases, and Toyota, on their third generation or new generation of the Toyota Tundra, they have used that in marketing campaigns. And how do I know so much about it? I wrote it. I broke the news. It's up there on my wall, actually. And it's my friend, Vic Sheppard, who did it. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. And Vic called me this morning, as we talk occasionally throughout the year, to kind of give me a Christmas gift. And he wanted to tell me. He said, yeah, he goes, at 2:10 a.m. in Corpus Christi, Texas, I crossed the 900,000 mile mark on a 2014 Toyota Tundra. So he's going to do it again. He'll be the only person I know that I've done research on who's done 1,000,000 miles twice in the same brand of truck in the same kind of light duty configuration. Yeah, without major engine repair on this truck. This is pretty crazy. So you can find more about the story, and we'll do some more on pickuptrucktalk.com. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me show you this video. Let me go and cue up this video of what he's got for the truck. I asked him to shoot some video of it, and he obliged. And so I'm going to share this on screen. And here it is. This is his 2014 Toyota Tundra. It's a double cab. It's got the 5.7 liter V8. Recall the 2007 had a 4.7 liter V8. Going around the side, you can see the body panels. Now, he said this did go through Hurricane Ida, and it sounded like somebody took a 2x4 and hit his truck. It just was beating on it with all the winds and the trees and that kind of stuff and going down, and it survived. And this thing is a survivor. 1,000,000 miles, almost 1,000,000 miles on it, 900,000 miles on this, and to not be damaged, rolled over, crashed is just pretty incredible. Plus, the lack of big engine repair is also pretty impressive at this age of vehicle and being a half ton. You know, normally semi trucks do this mileage, heavy duty diesels do this mileage, but those are made for different durability standards than you would say a half ton truck. And so I have some more photos for you. I'll share them on the screen and more details. It's going to be on pickuptrucktalk.com. Jill and I are just wrapping up some editing. By the time you watch this video, this post will be live. You can find it on the homepage. So I'm going to show you some images on the bottom. I have some more details on that truck as well. You can read more about. But here, I want to show you a couple key details. First of all, it's right here. This is the seat, the driver's seat, which is just very important in Victor Sheppard's story about 1,000,000 miles, because Victor Sheppard could be a starting defensive lineman for the New Orleans Saints. He is just a big guy. It's just who he is. Like not hugely, he's just not hugely overweight kind of guy. He's got a big frame. He's big, tall in stature. He's a lot of man. When he shook my hand disappeared. That kind of guy. So this guy is a hotshot driver, which means he delivers items throughout the country that you can't ship or you need more immediately. For example, like viruses or drill bits for like oil rigs, that kind of stuff. And so a lot of times he'll pull over and sleep in his truck a couple hours, then get back on the road. As a half-ton truck, he doesn't have the same issues as far as keeping logs that a heavy-duty truck would be based on the gross vehicle weight rating of that truck. And so he pulls over and sleeps in his truck. He said he replaced the motor, the reclining motor in this truck at 800,000 miles. That's the only thing he's done to the interior, right? So the dash, everything is still looking good. All the power windows work. All the power locks work. Everything works inside the truck. There's no issues there. And like I said, all he did was replace the motor of that seat, not the seat itself, the motor of the seat at 800,000 miles. Okay, now what else he's done on this truck? As we can see, it's the 5.7 liter V8. He said he replaced the alternator, which the same thing happened in the 2007 Tundra. Replaced the water pump and alternator as well. And he did have to have some transmission work done. If you recall the 2007 Tundra, and I'll go to the story I wrote on motortrend.com. I wrote this back in July 15, 2016. You can see this to the right of these photos. This is the tan one, is the 2007 Toyota Tundra. He also replaced the engine rebuilt in the 2007. In 2007, he was in, sometime in that lifespan of that vehicle and using it, he was in a oil rig area in Wyoming, and he lost reverse trying to get out of a hill or trying to get up a hill. So get up and get down. So he drove back to the dealership or drove back to the transmission place, had that transmission rebuilt. In this case, in this truck, he lost transmission at 780,000 miles in that it wouldn't hold a gear going up a hill. And so if he was, or even downshift for him. So if he's doing 70 miles an hour, going up a hill, by the time he gets to the top of the hill, he's doing like 35. Transmission just wasn't working correctly. He kept it at a shop for a month, the same shop that did the other transmission. And they didn't get any work done. So he grabbed it, went back to work, put 80,000 miles on it before the transmission totally replaced. That's pretty impressive. So that truck has the same stock engine, no engine really work done, only routine maintenance on the engine, okay, like oil changes and things. And it had the transmission, has a new transmission. That's the only change that happens in that 2007 Toyota Tundra they had. Now, this is the Tundra to the left. That's the limited one that he got in 2016 as part of an exchange swap trade. I don't know what happened. I don't care to know. This is the odometer. The odometer doesn't flip over to 1,000,000 miles on these trucks. It's just the way they were built. And so there's your 4.7 liter V8 engine. That's on the 2007. That's the bed. But I want to show you a picture. This is Vic Sheppard. The guy to the right is Mike Swears. Mike and I are similar height. And so it was really interesting when Victor went to give him the keys. Mike had to actually reach up to him, and Vic did not let go because he did not want to give up his beast. That was his beast of the 2007. So that's Vic Sheppard. As you can see, he's a good sized man, and having that much time in that truck without destroying the seat was just so incredible to see. And I actually was there in Michigan for when they tore down the seat, and I actually got to see it in person. There's more stories on Motor Trend about that as well. So what do we have? We have 900,000 miles. Talking to Vic about this, he said he thinks it's going to be probably October by the time he hits a 1,000,000 mile mark. And trust me, I'll be there to film it because, again, the only person I've ever known to do 1,000,000 miles twice in their life and in the same engine, same truck brand, and with the same kind of style truck. It's pretty incredible to think about putting that much time behind the wheel of that truck and be able to get there twice is a lot of seat time and a lot of windshield time, a lot of looking through, a lot of time on the road. And to me, it's always been impressive about just the luck. No deer hitting, nobody swiving or crashing into you, no blowing a tire and rolling the truck. Nothing weird happened. And all that time that he spent putting on that truck. Now, you may be wondering, well, what's going on, Tim? The story you said was 2016. He had a 2016 Toyota Tundra double cab limited. Is that the 1,000,000 mile truck? No, this is a little confusing. But when he had a 2007 and he got close to putting the 1,000,000 miles on it, he went and bought the 2014 Tundra. So that 2014 Tundra SR5 that I just showed you pictures of, he bought that at the same time as that 2007. So actually, when he traded Toyota for that truck, it was his second Tundra at the time, and I think actually he owned a third one at that time period too. So big Tundra fan, just say it that way. But yeah, so the 2016 model is basically his personal truck, and the 2014 model is his work truck. That's the one getting close to 1,000,000 miles on that truck. Clear as mud. Clear as mud. So what you can expect is we're going to have more coverage on this. I really did enjoy first time I met him and doing the whole story. It was really cool to see somebody do that and the passion he has for the trucks. I'd be curious to see what Toyota does with this next truck. If they're going to buy it and do a swap deal like they did before, that'd be really interesting as well. Okay, that's the details I have for you today. That was just a really fascinating update I want to share with you guys because I'm getting pretty excited about 2014 because there's a lot of stuff coming. Tacoma, Trail Hunter, there's going to be a new Ram truck. We have the Tundra getting another 1,000,000 miles, maybe. Lots of interesting stuff happened. And so make sure you got the other videos over here. I'll put a link in this video over here specifically. It's for the second 1,000,000 mile Tundra. It's actually a friend of Victor's in Louisiana. So make sure you watch that video. Website down below, I'll put a link to that story with more photos. You can see the photos gallery there. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.